Well, hello, and welcome back to Idle Slayer. So, here we are. I meant to say you were supposed to guess how many quintillions I had, but there we go. Kind of ruined that. Let's see. Oh, we need to get into it. Okay. So, first things first, we have a village. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. We now have a whetstone. Maybe, well, we'll see what happens in the village. So, we won't be ascending. This is only 12%. Believe it or not, we're already up to almost 80 quintillion. And so this another 10 on the bank is just not enough. So go ahead and unlock that. And we're going to do our favorite thing, which is gambling. So we are getting to that point in the game where... Oh, well, that was anticlimactic. Maybe this will be climatic. And we are bouncing back. Ooh, slimes! It's not like I'm in the dimension that gives me slimes. Alright, maybe I should have jinxed myself, because I could at least had a victory there. Alright, we got the cape. You know what, we'll go ahead and pop this. I'm not going to be using this anytime soon. So hold on a second. Yeah, I still haven't finished these. These are very... Chipping away at this one, though, but yeah, they take a very long time. Food is the best way to make friends. I agree with that. Okay. So, let's see what this gets us. Ooh. If I was going for 300, this would be good. But I don't need 300. So we're not gonna rage this out. We'll grab those two. 10, that's fine. Yeah, that's about it. That'll be fine though. As you can see, we still have these to do. And that's basically... Frozen Spirits is the one. So, also I have some disappointing news. So, as you can see here, I have 1480 eggs. It's 1480 eggs divisible by 6. So, I made a mistake. So, I made a mistake. I got 4 done. So, it should be 246 times 6 is 1476. So, I was over by 4. It means I missed 2. So we're gonna, as a consequence, we have to open 4 eggs. So that's coins, Slayer points, Divinity points, and a Jewel of Soul. At least you got a Jewel of Soul out of the deal. So we're almost have 1,500 eggs. I do need shoes. Where do shoes come from? Oh. No, we don't need staves. We don't need an axe. Oh, we have to do Oh. This takes feathers and dragon scales and scrap. I don't know. So here's what I'm gonna say. Should I try to get a better pair of boots? So I know boots is one of the pieces where I'm missing offline multiplier. I currently have just the excellent Borealis boots. I believe there's something else I can get here. I don't remember what it is. I know 2 of my items. I think this is missing the soul critical, and the boots are missing something. And so one of the questions I was going to ask is, and of course I want to ask before I do it, is should I? I'm going to just switch back now. Should we do a thing where we open and try to get some new boots? These boots aren't anything, you know, level 16, no big deal. Probably would take them to, I don't know, I guess we'll take them up to 16. I'd like to take them to 15, but where we're at right now, 16 is not a problem. So that is going to be the question that I'm going to lay out to you. Should we do the next episode where I work on try to get a better pair of boots? So if we go to the Idol Slayer wiki, and of course I do have a link to the wiki in the, I have an FAQ that I actually have linked in the description of the video, and in the FAQ I kind of maintain that as a one-stop shop. That way, if I updated something, it updates on every video, because every video links to the FAQ. So that's the way I do it. And that's why it's that way, and it's a post that you can see on YouTube. So let's see here. If we go to the Idol Slayer wiki, and we go to the Armory, because we can go right down to boots. Okay, it's actually quite wordy. Actually, I don't understand why I must be in the wrong... Okay, here we go. You have to actually scroll quite a bit to get to the meat and potatoes here. So what we're looking for is offline soul bonus. You can get offline soul bonus on the boots. That's one of the things I'm missing. That would be the only real... I mean, obviously there's 3 options, and all 3 of them are decent. I'd like to have all 3 on a pair of excellent Borealis boots. That's not realistic. We really only need offline souls for what we're doing. Yeah, the other thing I'm missing from the dagger is it has to be a Boreas dagger with the soul bonus in Frozen Fields and the bonus from criticals. And I feel like I'm probably saying that wrong, but yeah, it is, you know, I'm not good at words that I don't know. And those are really, I think, the 2 upgrades I need. Now, obviously, I can't just make a dagger happen. And I got the Kishar helmet, right? I do. So the Kishar helmet can have up to 4 options. I got the Giant and the CPS bonus. The Giant bonus is good when you're playing, and that's, you know. The other one, there is a coin box mod on it, which I don't know how good it is, because I don't have it. I imagine it's good, because it's, you know, I don't have it. But we don't really go fishing for bonus box events really as much anymore. So that leaves the boots in question. Should we try to get another pair of Kishar boots with offline souls? It could be a very, very good. Not Kishar. I said Kishar. Kishar is electric type. I went Boreas. Boreas boot. I don't know how to say it. I think I'm saying it wrong. I'm almost positive I'm saying it wrong. But that would be the thing, right? We open up... See, I have the excellent Kishar boots. It's electric type souls. But that's not what we need. I think I got super lucky. I opened 2 pairs of boots. I'm like, oh, I got my boots, and that was it. I really wish there was a sort. There's so many things I wish we had. Yeah, see this one right here? This is the dagger I need, but it's not excellent, so it doesn't count. Oh wait, do I have 2 of the same dagger? Alright, well I don't need this one. And see, this is another one that's close. Let me do this. Alright, I've created a disaster. But yeah, I only have 2 pairs of boots. It did take me quite a few helmets, because that's why I kept all these. I have a very difficult time getting rid of things, if you can't tell. A lot of it, though, is because of the way the Armory works, right? Like, I've talked about this thing called the dynamic Armory, and so... when I say dynamic Armory, what I mean is that it'd be an upgrade where the Armory actually scales, like your item scale, right? So if you equip a sword that usually requires 950, right? At a perfect 100% dynamic Armory, when you have 50 levels in sword, maybe there's a minimum, I don't know, I'm not the game designer. But the idea would be that there would be, you know, some sort of, like for example, it's a 950 sword, it's plus 15. I don't remember what the base sword is, maybe we can get a level 1 sword here. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, a level 1 sword, no bonuses, is 250. So the dynamic Armory I want is once you get to 250, you would get some percentage of the effect as if you had a sword that was just like a baseline sword. And then, like, once you get to 300, it would work as like a +1, because I believe the sword goes up like that. And that's what I mean when I say dynamic Armory, just because one of the issues I have with the Armory is that I don't want to take things as high as I can. Like, I could seriously pump some of my items up way higher than they are. You guys know I have the divinities for it. But I don't do it because what happens is, if all those items are super high level, then when I ascend, right, I have to wait until I can equip those items. Right now I have all my items where they come online right around when the electric Yeti comes online. Or the charged electric Yeti, I think it's the same. So that's intentional, because by that point I have idle overdrive and everything, and I just want to get, you know, grinding out as much as possible. It only makes sense for me to do it the other way if I'm getting, if I'm staying at a very high ascension level. So right now you can see my sword is like 1250, right? So if I wanted to do it optimally right now, and I don't even think I would could do it that hard, is I would be like, oh, well, I need to upgrade my sword like 4 levels, so it's plus 16 more, and it works at 1150. The reason I can't do that is because below 1150, the sword might as well be a paperweight. You know, and honestly, if we had the dynamic Armory, I'd just take it up to 1250. But the reality is, if you take a weapon up that high, then they become a paperweight until you get to 1250. Well, as you can see, even for me, with this state of the game, I'm barely breaking 1260. So anything below that, the sword wouldn't work, and I get a lot less souls, and it'd be much harder to get back up here. So that's sort of why I haven't super upgraded my gear. So the whole concept behind the dynamic Armory is to allow me to not have to be able to take everything as high as I can. And then it would just, like, I'm sure I have some trash items in here that we can look at. So here's a sword. It's +2. It requires level 300. The sword must start at, let's see, that's 350. I'm assuming this starts at 200. Yeah, that's 250, 250. Okay. I think everything comes with a minimum of +1 now. I have so many items. These are the same item. What are the odds of getting the same item? But anyways, the idea would be, okay, you get to 250. Your +16 sword now functions as a +1 sword. Maybe it's not like 100% effective, right? Maybe it's like, okay, it's like, I would like it if it was like 50% effective or something like that. That was crazy that it didn't go off the screen. I mean, that was planned. That was totally planned that I didn't fall off the screen there. It was all intentional, you know that. But maybe it doesn't function as 100%. Like, maybe it's like 50%, and then you can upgrade it till it's like, I don't know, like 90% or something. Some upwards asymptote. But I also don't know, like, because I imagine a lot of people are like, wow, I made a perfect set of plus 4 gear. I put a lot of work into it, because this is the other side of the coin, right? You have someone who's like, why should everybody get this? I went through and I made a perfect set of, low-level equipment just because of this, and it's not fair that everybody just gets this now, and I had to work and do blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's a common thing that happens online. That's why I would be saying that, like, it'd be effective at about 90% or so. But I don't know, we'll see. It's just an idea. And it might be a bad idea. It might go against the, maybe the game. Like, if the game's designed for that way, I would really like the game to support, like, multiple item sets. You know? That's one thing. I would really like, instead of having this up there, we just have one giant inventory. So just add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just add 10 slots in here. And then we could just make item sets, and it's just like, what items do you want to equip? And you pick all the items out, and you go, okay, that's set 1. And then you're like, okay, what's set 2? And you just create equipment sets without, like, moving the items into different inventory slots. That would be my other idea. But everybody has talked forever about a loadout like that. And the fact that it doesn't exist means, I guess, it's not a priority. It might be one of those things where, like, at the beginning of the game, you don't have the armory. This is an endgame problem. But I want my endgame solution. Let's see if we can upgrade. Oh, we can. All right, let's see. No, we can't put any levels on that. And we'll grab some gloves. But that's my idea. We've talked about that before. It's not a new idea I've had. But, once again, as always, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. And if you have any questions, feel free to say something in the comments. I do always look forward to your questions. And as always, thank you again. And I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.